Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be telling you all how to hire subcontractors. You know, so let's firstly start off. What is a subcontractor? A subcontractor is pretty much a team, a small team, or they can be an individual person who you hire to do cleaning. Usually they're very specialized, and they usually have a ton of experience in a certain area. So the benefit with using subcontractors is you usually don't have to supply any equipment. You don't have to train them. You don't have to really. It's really just less responsibility compared to cleaners, right? Because if a cleaner does a job and the client isn't happy, oftentimes you'll have to refund the client, but you still have to pay the cleaner. Okay, but with subcontractors, you don't have to do this. You can pay subcontractors only if they do the cleaning well. So only if they do achieve a certain result, right? So a good example is for example, when I hire cleaners and then I get a complaint from a customer, I usually send them back to clean again. And if they're still not happy, I usually have to refund the customer, right? So that means I'm paying the cleaner twice and I still have to give them a refund, right? Because my policy is if the client isn't satisfied, then they get a full refund. Okay, so but with subcontractor, if I hire a subcontractor to do a job and the client isn't happy, then I don't have to pay the subcontractor and the client doesn't get charged. So that means it's less risky for me. The subcontractor takes on all the risk, right? Whereas a cleaner, I take on the risk. I take on the responsibility. If a cleaner messes up, I have to cover them, and you also have to pay their insurance, things like that as well. But you have to pay them. You pretty much have to cover them, right? You have to cover their equipment, their training, any potential complaints or refunds. You have to cover the cleaner. But with a subcontractor, they take on all the risk. If they don't do a job properly, they don't get paid. So the pressure is on them to really perform, right? And that's what you want to do. You want to get the best subcontractors so you can form a long-term relationship. Okay. Now, obviously, some people still choose to pay the cleaner, the subcontractor, even if they do a terrible job. But I don't do that, and I prefer not to do that because that the reason I do that is because it screens out all the bad subcontractors, and it only lets me find the good subcontractors. That's what you really want: good subcontractors, long-term relationships, which means long-term recurring revenue, which means long-term profit. Okay. How do you hire subcontractors? All you really have to do is find online listing websites. If you're in the US, Craigslist. If you're in UK, Australia, Gumtree, Facebook groups, even job websites. You can actually find them on job websites. You can even contact cleaning companies, specialized cleaning companies. Me personally, I use subcontractors for jobs like end of lease and office cleaning and also post-construction cleaning. These jobs usually require a big team, and I don't have the experience in training them. They usually require specialized equipment, which I don't. I don't train them. I don't train my current team on. My current team of cleaners on, and so that's what I subcontract for. I subcontract for end of lease jobs, and office cleaning jobs, and post construction cleaning jobs. I would say especially post construction cleaning jobs, commercial kitchen cleaning jobs, commercial restaurant cleaning jobs. Those you would definitely want to subcontract for because they need special chemicals, they need specialized equipment, even pressure washing. If you don't offer pressure washing, those are just some examples, right? That's what I subcontract for. But for general cleaning, deep cleaning, even end of lease cleaning, you can just use just a cleaner. You can have your own team of cleaners. But I just prefer the subcontract for end of lease specifically, just for the time being, while I figure out how they actually train cleaners for end of lease. Okay, so that's all you need. You don't even actually need a actual written agreement. You don't need like an actual contract. So I know people that just have subcontractors agree. Just a verbal agreement is fine. You don't need to have a contract or anything, but it helps if you do. Obviously, if you have any special terms and conditions, you can include that in your contract. But me personally, I don't always have that. Okay, so what I do is I have a list of rates that I send through to the subcontractor. I also have a list of what is included. So, for example, an end of lease clean includes kitchens, bathrooms, blah blah blah, etc. So they know exactly what is included. It's very clear. in the terms and conditions, right? So that way they can't say that, oh, you didn't mention this, you guys didn't mention that we should clean this. That way it's very clear what they should be doing. The pricing is very clear, so there's no conflicts with pricing, and that's what you should do. So agree on the price, agree on what is included, send them the agreement, or just tell them verbally. And once you've agreed, you can start giving them jobs. And if they don't perform, you don't have to pay them. If they perform, then obviously you pay them. You get more profit, and then you get more and more jobs. So that's how you subcontract.